Okay, so let's take a look at crypto now. Big bounce today, especially on Bitcoin. And I'm assuming this has something to do with the CPI inflation data coming out tomorrow. Okay. I didn't like the chart. Now, am I wrong? Maybe I'm wrong on this one. We're testing this previous critical support area, and it's so far acting as a resistance area. Now, can Bitcoin push further, break above here? Absolutely, it can. We've got high volume today. Okay. Could it be a sell the news tomorrow on the inflation, CPI inflation data? That's possible. We are getting overbought now, but we were oversold. Now we trapped a lot of bears in the red, and a lot of people just keep going bearish now, hoping it goes back down. And thus far, it's not happening. Big bounce for crypto today. I guess goes with the saying, be greedy when others are fearful and fearful when others are greedy. Right now, I think people are still fearful of crypto, so it might run a bit more. Hourly time frame, potential big cup and handle over here. Big spike in volume that suggested at least a cool off consolidation. Now, if it goes above this volume, it's going to leave a lot of shorts in the red, a lot of people in the green and comfortable with their positions. So this bounce clearly has legs. It's moved up nice up to this point. Can bulls end up holding this as that support area, that $30,000 mark, and never look back? That's what bulls want to see. Bulls want to see this bounce up to 45, 47,000, pull back, set a higher low, and then push higher. That's what the bulls want. Is it possible? Absolutely. Who knows for sure? Again, I have a bias against Bitcoin. I don't like the technology. I think it's too slow. I think this and that and blah, blah, blah. But got to follow the chart. The chart said, of course, the bulls were going to try and defend that $30,000 support. I didn't think they would make it bounce this high. They've got a lot of headway now. So now the bulls are showing some legs in this move. Now, if the bulls are able to continue upwards of that $40,000 mark, then we could be looking at $47,000, $48,000, this red line, which is the 4-month moving average. And this bounce looks like it has legs. And Bitcoin's now, which was the weakest one, has now become the strongest one. Definitely something interesting to note. The weakest one has become the strongest one. And Ethereum, which was stronger, is not up nearly as much as Bitcoin is. So that's what we're looking at here. Just keep an eye on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin moves, they should all move. But now Bitcoin went from being the weakest to being the strongest. And I'm assuming it's because that CPI inflation data. I'm assuming it's because people were the most bearish on Bitcoin. And I'm assuming it's because there was the most short positions on Bitcoin. And being the most bearish, being the most oversold, being the most heavily shorted, recipe for a flip. So this was kind of a fake out now. There's that big pennant. We're still holding that area, previous support, as a resistance. But, I mean, it's cutting it close. Cutting it very close. Are bulls able to push back above, go all the way up to this upper Bollinger Band on the daily? Definitely possible. This is squeezing now as we speak, Bitcoin. It's squeezing at the moment. And I had some short positions, but I got out of them. I'm not going to keep short. And once I see things start to flip, once I see those volume spikes, once I see the higher lows and higher highs, I'm out. I'm not going to hold a position because I have a bias. I have a bias that BlackBerry is going to skyrocket. I'm not holding that position, though, because that chart was a reversal. And, I got out break even, which was right around here. I should have got out earlier, but I wasn't expecting this. I was hoping to at least hold this area. I ended up getting out right here, and then it dumped a lot further. Now I can buy back cheaper if I want, or, maybe it's just not a good buy anymore. I don't know. I guess we shall see. It's trying to hold this support area from earlier this morning, 1430 area. Okay, so I'm going to reevaluate and look tomorrow. I was liking the daily chart, but I do not like the way it closed. It was looking good. If we were to push and get near that upper Bollinger Band, then I would have thought we would have pushed and squeezed above this high right here. But it did not end strong. And a weak close combined with AMC dumping and GME dumping is obviously going to weigh on BlackBerry and BlackBerry's potential. There is still potential there. It's not a bad pattern, but that pullback, that reversal, and this big dump in AMC and GME, and the reversal in the NASDAQ as well, are definitely going to weigh on BlackBerry. So we'll leave it at there. Like I said, this was a crypto video. Sorry for getting into stocks, but Bitcoin is squeezing as we speak. So how high can it go? Next resistance after it breaks that line, if it breaks that line, is upwards of that $39,000, $40,000 mark. It's possible it goes there. And if it breaks that, then like I said, looking at this 50-day moving average is currently nearly 46,000. And then there's that 4-month moving average, which is around 48,000, 47,600. Is it possible? Absolutely. Now, we do touch that red line almost every single month. So I thought it was going to drop low enough that the red line touches the bottom of the candle, because the red line moves as the price moves. But that may not happen. It would have had to drop down to $17,000, $18,000 for that to happen. Not looking like that's going to happen now. So in this case, it might run up to that line instead. I'm going to leave that video here. Thanks for watching. Again, I could take a look at some of these other cryptos, but I would just say right now Bitcoin is the most bullish. XRP, not looking too strong because it broke that low over there. A little bit of a hanging man over here. Not as strong as Bitcoin. Ethereum the same now. Bitcoin was the weakest one, but Ethereum looks okay. Looks better than XRP, I think. It's got this little bit of a double bottom here, this little handle. The bulls want to break above yesterday's high, which is 1620, and then they can maybe see some follow through to test this resistance up here, which is around 2900. Right now, though, Bitcoin is actually looking the strongest. Went from the weakest to the strongest. Biggest bounce today. Double bottom right now. Big volume. Big squeeze is happening in Bitcoin as we speak. Ending this video here. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. And have a nice night.